guys, and welcome back to another lesson in algebra. In today's lesson, we're going to focus on the distributive law, which essentially is just expanding brackets or removing the brackets from an equation. Okay, so before we begin, I just want to look again and remind ourselves that when we have an expression like this, 5 times a, what we're actually saying, and another way we can write this in a more simple form, is 5a. So 5a is the same as 5 times a. And that becomes important when we start to simplify our expanded problems down into simplest form. So simplify the following expression. So we'll do 2 together and then you can do the rest on your own. So 8 times b gives us 8b. And 10 times m gives us 10m. So pause it, do the last 4, and then come back. So 6 times s gives us 6s, 9 times d gives us 9d, 3 times y gives us 3y, 6 times f gives us 6f. Okay, so let's move on now to distributive law, or the process of removing the brackets. So the way that we do this, or the way we'll see a problem that needs to be expanded, is we will have a sum or an expression inside the brackets and a letter a pronumeral or a number at the front. Now typically you will see a number, but as things get more challenging through the years, you'll begin to see letters there as well, or pronumerals there. So what we're saying here is to expand the brackets or remove the brackets, we don't just simply drop the brackets and hide them. The brackets are actually saying everything in the inside the brackets is multiplied by this value outside. So we go a times b plus a times c. So we end up with a times b plus a times c, and then from there we would simplify it down. Let's do some examples. So we'll do question 1 and 2 together, and then I'm going to get you to do 3 and 4 on your own. So 3 brackets a plus 2, what we're saying is 3 times a plus 3 times 2. So we end up with 3 times a plus 3 times 2, and if we simplify it down, now at the start of the video we looked at simplifying an expression like this and writing it as 3a. So we end up with 3a plus 6, because we know that we can solve 3 times 2 to equal 6. Now 7m, or 7 brackets m minus 6, we write it as 7 times m, and then we go subtract, because there's a subtraction here. So take away 7 times 6. So what we end up with is 7m, take away 42. So pause it here, do the next 2 on your own, and then come back. So hopefully what you will have seen, or you will have completed, is 2 times b plus 2 times 1, which gives us 2b plus 2. And at this stage, I don't want you to skip this step, okay? I want you to show me that you know that this means to multiply. Okay, so 2 times b plus 2 times 1 gives us 2b plus 2. And then we go 5 times s, subtracting or take away, because of this symbol here, 5 times 2. And if we simplify it down, we end up with 5s, take away, well 5 times 2 is 10, so we go 5s, take away 10. Okay guys, that's it from me. If you have any questions, make sure you ask, otherwise we will see you in the next video. Thanks guys.